Let me ask you something. How does your day usually start?
Do you wake up early or do you press snooze 5 times?
And do you actually remember your morning, or does it feel like everything happens automatically?
Today, we're going to talk about something very simple, your daily routine.
Because this is the English you use every single day. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jason. If you enjoy this episode, hit the like button. It really helps us.
And if you're new here, subscribe. We make English feel easy.
Okay, let's go. So, Sophia, what time do you wake up?
Okay, so I wake up at 7, but I don't actually get up at 7.
What do you mean?
My alarm goes off at 7, and then I press snooze, and then it goes off again, and I press snooze again.
How many times?
Maybe 3 times. Okay, 4.
So you actually wake up at 7:40?
Something like that. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I do the same thing. My alarm goes off at 6:30 and I press snooze probably twice. But then I feel bad about it.
I never feel bad about it.
That's a different level. Okay, so after the snooze marathon, what do you do first?
Coffee, immediately. I need coffee first.
Same. I am not a morning person. Not even a little bit. Before coffee, I can't really think.
I'm the same. I make coffee, I sit down, and I just exist for a few minutes.
Just exist. I love that. So are you a morning person or a night person?
Night person, 100%. I feel more awake at 10 p.m. than at 8 a.m.
Okay, I think I'm more of a morning person. Once I actually get up, I'm fine. The getting up is the hard part.
The getting up is always the hard part. Okay, so after coffee, breakfast. Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, I always eat breakfast. I can't skip it. I feel terrible if I don't eat in the morning.
What do you usually eat?
Usually eggs, sometimes toast, or oatmeal if I have time. I like a real breakfast.
I usually eat something small, like yogurt or a banana. I'm not very hungry in the morning.
And do you eat at home or?
At home, yes, I sit at the table and eat. Well, I sit on the sofa. I try to feel cozy.
That sounds nice, actually. Okay, and then getting ready. What about that?
I take a shower, I get dressed, and then I spend 10 minutes deciding what to wear.
10 minutes?
Maybe 15. I have a lot of clothes, but somehow I have nothing to wear.
That is the most relatable thing you've ever said. I know exactly that feeling. You open the wardrobe, you look at everything, and nothing works.
Every morning.
For me, it's easier because I don't really think about it. I just grab something.
That's why men are always ready faster.
I'm going to agree with that and move on. Okay, so you're finally ready. How do you get to work?
I take the bus and then the metro. It takes about 40 minutes.
Is it crowded?
In the morning? Yes, very crowded, especially the metro. Everyone is tired and nobody wants to be there.
That's such a perfect description. What do you do on the bus?
I listen to music or podcasts. Sometimes I just look out the window and think about nothing.
Looking out the window and thinking about nothing is very underrated.
I love it. It's like meditation, but less effort. What about you? How do you get to work?
I drive. I have a car, so I drive to the office.
Is there traffic?
Oh, yes, always. There's a lot of traffic in the morning. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour. You never know.
That sounds stressful.
It can be, but I listen to the radio. Or I call my mom. She's always awake early.
That's sweet.
Don't tell her I said that.
Okay, so you're at work. What time do you actually start?
I start work at 9. Well, I arrive at 9. I probably start working at 9:15.
What do you do first?
I check my emails. Always. I have like 30 emails every morning, and half of them are not important.
Oh, I know that feeling. I check my emails first too, and then I make a list of things I need to do today.
A to-do list?
Yes, I love to do lists. I write everything down. It helps me feel organized.
I should do that. I don't do that. I just try to remember everything, and then I forget half of it.
That's a system.
It's a terrible system. Do you have meetings?
Yes, I have meetings in the morning usually. Not every day, but a few times a week.
How were the meetings? Good?
Some are good, some are very long. Sometimes I think this meeting could have been an email.
That is one of the truest things about office life. Every time.
And do you have meetings?
Yes, I have one big meeting every Monday morning, which is not ideal. Monday morning is hard enough already.
Poor Monday, Jason.
Poor Monday Jason, he needs a lot of coffee. Let's talk about lunch. I think this is everyone's favorite part of the day.
Definitely. I get very excited about lunch.
Do you bring food from home or do you buy it?
It depends. Sometimes I bring food from home. I like to cook something the night before and then bring it. It's cheaper.
That's very organized of you.
Thank you. But honestly, some days I just buy food. There's a cafe near my office. I eat a sandwich or a salad.
I usually buy lunch. I don't plan that far ahead. Like at 8 a.m., I'm not thinking about lunch.
I am.
Of course you are. What do you usually eat?
Mm, soup, usually. Or pasta. I love pasta.
Good choice. I usually eat a burger or a wrap, something quick. I don't have a very long lunch break.
How long is your break?
30 minutes, maybe 40 if I'm lucky.
I have an hour, so I can eat slowly, which I love.
An hour is luxury. What do you do after you eat?
I go for a short walk, just around the block. It helps me feel less tired in the afternoon.
That's a great idea. I just go back to my desk and feel tired immediately.
Okay, so it's about 2 or 3 p.m. How do you feel?
Honestly, terrible. I feel so tired, like I could fall asleep at my desk.
I know exactly what you mean. The afternoon is hard. Everything feels slow.
And it's that time when you can't focus. You read the same sentence 3 times.
And you still don't understand it.
Yes. So, what do you do?
I make another coffee. That helps. And I take a short break. I stand up, walk around a little bit.
I also drink coffee. My third coffee of the day, usually.
3 coffees?
Sometimes 4. Don't tell my doctor.
I think a lot of people relate to this. The afternoon is when you really need a break.
In some countries, they have a siesta, like a short nap in the afternoon. I think that's a brilliant idea.
It really is. Even 20 minutes would help so much.
Someone should make that a law.
Okay, work is finally over. What time do you finish?
I finish at 6 usually, sometimes later if I have a lot of work, but I try to leave on time.
And how do you feel when the workday is over?
Amazing, like genuinely happy. I go to the car, I sit down, and I feel free.
I know that feeling. I finish at 5:30, and the moment I leave the office, I feel so much better.
And then what? You go straight home?
Usually, yes, but sometimes I stop at the supermarket. I need to buy something for dinner.
And when you get home, what's the first thing you do?
I change my clothes immediately. Work clothes off, comfortable clothes on. That's the rule.
That is such a good rule. I do the same thing. There's something about changing clothes that just switches off work mode.
Exactly. And then I relax, I sit down, I breathe.
Just breathe. That sounds perfect. Okay, let's talk about dinner. Do you cook?
I try to cook. I like cooking, but some days I'm just too tired. So on tired days, I order food.
What do you order?
Pizza, usually, or sushi, something I don't have to think about.
Pizza is the answer to tired evenings. 100%.
And when I do cook, what I make is usually pasta. I make pasta maybe 3 times a week.
3 times? That's a lot of pasta.
It's easy, it's fast, and it's delicious. What's the problem?
No problem at all. I respect that. I usually cook something simple too. Maybe chicken or soup. I like to cook, actually. It helps me relax after work.
Really? Cooking helps you relax?
Yes, you have to focus on what you're doing. You can't think about work. It's like a reset.
Okay, that actually makes sense. I never thought about it that way.
Try it. Make pasta. But something new, not the same one every time.
Okay, dinner is done. Now it's free time. What do you do in the evening to relax?
Honestly, I watch TV. Or I watch something on my laptop. A series or a documentary. I love documentaries.
What kind of documentaries?
Nature, history, anything interesting. I like to learn things, but without doing homework, you know?
That's a great way to put it. I also watch series, but I have a problem.
What problem?
I always say one more episode, and then it's midnight.
Oh, I know that problem. One more episode is a lie. It's always 2 more episodes.
At least. Sometimes 3.
And then you're tired the next morning and you press snooze 4 times.
It's a cycle.
Do you scroll your phone too? I do. I tell myself I won't, and then I do.
Of course, I scroll my phone. Everyone scrolls their phone. I try to read instead sometimes. An actual book.
Do you actually read, or do you fall asleep after 2 pages?
Sometimes I fall asleep after 2 pages, but that means the book is relaxing.
That is one way to look at it. Okay, end of the day. What time do you go to bed?
I try to go to bed at 11, but with the one more episode problem, it's usually midnight.
I go to bed at around 10:30. I need sleep. If I don't sleep enough, I feel terrible the next day.
Me too. I need at least 7 or 8 hours.
Do you have a night routine, like things you do before bed?
A little bit. I wash my face, I brush my teeth, I put my phone on the other side of the room.
You put your phone on the other side of the room?
I try to. It helps me not look at it before I sleep. If it's next to me, I just scroll forever.
That's actually really smart. I should do that. My phone is always next to me and I always look at it too late.
Try it. It helps.
What about falling asleep? Do you fall asleep quickly?
Yes, I fall asleep very fast. My head hits the pillow and I'm gone.
I'm jealous. I sometimes lie there and my brain is still thinking about things, work things, random things.
What do you think about?
Everything. Did I send that email? What's for breakfast tomorrow? Why penguins can't fly?
At midnight, you're thinking about penguins?
My brain is very busy. Anyway, eventually I fall asleep, and then the alarm goes off, and we start again.
The beautiful cycle of life. So now you can talk about your day in English.
Simple things. Real things.
And that's the most important English.
Tell us in the comments, are you a morning person or a night person?
And describe your morning in one sentence. We'd love to read it.
If this episode was useful, give it a like. It really helps the channel.
And subscribe so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.
Bye!